Do you see like a little recording on your
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says that on mine. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. There's Sabrina's coming in. All right. So we have 11 of us here out of 16. So that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Um, so I guess the first thing, does anybody have any questions about the videos I sent? Were you able to watch them? I'm sorry, they're longer than I was hoping for. I was trying to do like 5 minutes, and I realized I can't talk about stitching in 5 minutes or less. It doesn't happen.
So my question is, this lady this website that she's on, she's talking about, like, I don't know, she's closing up her store or just her website, or what is she?
Trish Burr.
No, the other lady.
Amina.
Oh, Amina. I think her Etsy shop.
Etsy
Yeah,
shop.
so I think she's closing her Etsy shop,
Okay.
but I think she's going to go to Shopify instead.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I think there's
She said she had some problems with something or other, and
yeah, I think her bank is in another country, and
Yeah.
when she set it up, and she can't go there anymore, so it's just hard.
okay.
Etsy won't change it, so it's easier for her to
Really?
put it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah,
weird.
there are some countries that make things really difficult. One of the blockwork designers I like is no longer designing and selling her work because she can't get PayPal payments in Turkey.
Oh, okay.
That's
Try and make it easier instead of harder.
Yeah.
yeah, that's Seba Designs, and she's awesome, and she's basically got a Facebook page where she has put all of her patterns on, and you can just go on and get them for free.
Yeah,
who's
basically when
that?
the pandemic started, she just said, I can't sell my stuff. I'm just giving it all away. So
Yeah.
Wow.
on her
And that was Seba, you said?
Seba,
Seba,
S-E-B-A.
Sorry?
S-E-B-A.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down. Yeah.
but she's got a couple of really nice mandala style patterns and a couple of other ones that are just beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful stuff. So there,
Oh, there's Jen.
yeah, she's happy.
Sorry, I'm packing orders, so I'm going to just put myself on mute so you don't hear rustling of tissue paper.
Okay. So have you guys? So yeah, anyway, so actually I did get into that class that not Amina's holding,
Mhm.
the Stitch Floral one. So I actually did register. I thought I went in and tried, and it was asking me to pay. Then I tried again a couple days ago, and I'm in the class now, so I'm going to follow that. But that link I sent in my last email actually basically gives you a brief tutorial of her workshop. So
Mhm.
you kind of get it one way or the other. It may not be quite as much detail, but you get the general idea with it. So that's
Yeah.
good. So have any of you decided about what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Trish Burr's
Yeah,
downloads.
that's what I thought I would do too. Just
Yeah.
follow and see what she does.
Yeah, they look really, really nice, and yeah, it's just nice to have something presented like that, and then try out the stitches and everything. I think it'll be great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've decided I'm probably going to do hers too, and probably I'm going to do another one.
Ooh.
So, because I'm doing that black work class, or not the gold work class.
Which
So,
one? A is for apple?
well, I'm doing that one too, but I'm doing Natalie's other one. She's got a 10-week class or 8-week class on gold work coaching. So I finished my first 2 weeks, and that's
Okay, put that closer.
So this is basic coaching here.
Okay. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. And then this is underside coaching.
Oh, nice.
So, which is I've never done before. So that was a learning for me. It took me all afternoon to do that kind of bit there.
Wow.
Because
That might take me 2 weeks.
It was, so basically what you do is you put your metal thread on the top, and then on the back
Oh, try and go through it?
you have stitch from the bottom, and you make a little loop over the thread, and you actually pull a little bit of the metal thread through the back. So you get these little knobs on it.
Oh.
And it's extremely difficult.
It sounds difficult to me.
How was yours? Have you tried that one yet?
Yes, and I tried it with a much thicker thread and it looks beautiful actually.
Yeah.
It really looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I tried with silk lame down here at the bottom,
Okay.
and it caused it to do all this
Kind of puckering.
puckering.
I got a bit of puckering on my my third lesson,
Oh, did you?
but I think it's because I didn't pull my my fabric tight enough.
Oh, yeah, on the frame. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good for a couple days now, I think, on the gold work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to maybe the apple now. Whatever. Yeah, so this is basically, so what I decided, I thought, well, because I'm doing all these things, I thought it'd be easier to incorporate the two projects into one. So this is
Okay.
actually going to be this is my first journal page.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's for all intents and purposes done except for labeling. So
Okay.
I've kind of written on the side here what I used, like what threads and stuff I used.
Wow.
So I might try to transcribe that a little bit better.
Mhm.
I have a friend who has a antique manual typewriter that she does all her quilt labels with.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
So I thought I might see if I could borrow her typewriter and just do the typewriting and then just on another fabric and then attach it.
Okay.
I have a typewriter you can borrow if you can't get a hold of hers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought that'd be kind of a cool way to finish it, right? And then I can do all the labels the same way.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then if I want to add more pages, I might. So by the end, I think we'll have like 8 pages.
I think there's 10.
10?
Maybe I'm wrong.
10? Yeah. So, and then if I want to do more, I think we have to design our own thing too. So there's a few things. I know.
Okay, I'm tired already listening to that.
No kidding.
So stay tuned. There'll be more on this.
I know I'll never get it done.
So this is my first page, and it's a little bit
my
bigger than Trish Burr's.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm going to do it with Amina style by just doing each individual page and then sewing them together at the end.
Okay.
So it's a bit more open-ended, which I liked. It's not so planned,
Right.
which is attractive for me because then if I don't want to add more pages, I can stop, or if I want to, I can.
Yeah, exactly.
So like 3 pages would work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might
How
want
about
an
one
even number,
page?
though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
One page. And then you can do
3
the word
pages
small
is a
too.
page and covers.
Amina's that little tutorial, hers is just very tiny but little book, right? It was just really small.
Yes. Very small.
So if you
That sounds like a plan.
yeah. So that tutorial might be really good. So then I got thinking about my Trish Burr journal, and I went shopping in my fabric stash,
Uh-huh.
and I found a lot of fabric. So really cool stuff. Like this has got little words on it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
that's
all
cool.
like low volume that you can stitch on. And then this one here has got tiny little birds on it. I don't know if you can see the little birds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of, yeah, yeah.
And then this one is probably my favorite, and it has writing on it.
Oh, okay. Now this is just plain cotton, or is this like
This is all quilting cotton. I thought,
it is all quilting. Okay.
yeah, I'm not going to go buy anything.
No.
And I don't want you guys to go buy anything. So in my
Okay.
shopping stash, I probably pulled about 20 or 30,
Oh, well.
all low volume. And then if you guys are interested, I'll bring it to the next meeting and you can just flip through it and see if there's any that speak to you.
Okay.
I've got like lighter pinks and creamy colors and some
Yes, I'll have to look for some of that.
yeah. So if don't like one of the things I want to not do is to make you guys go shop. I know we all like to do that, but we have so many things in our stashes, and I mean
Exactly.
I've been collecting for so long now. It's kind of nice to dig some of this stuff out and start using it and seeing it being used. I realized that when I was making the masks, it's much more fulfilling seeing that people wear my masks
Mm-hmm.
that I made than it is having my fabric in my stash in the drawer, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
doing nothing.
Yeah, and the same with threads, because my big basket of goodies here, I kind of, in my one video, I kind of went through everything that I had here. I have stuff I forgot about.
Oh, you too? Okay. Yeah, I have some of that too.
Like this one here. And I was looking at it going, oh, I got all the prices in here too. I paid $50 for this piece. I'm just like, wow, I haven't used it. This one here, it's a linen.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's by Primitive Hair, and it was a special, I guess, a special printing that they had done.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, hell, this is why there's going to be probably 3 journals.
Yeah. You need to do 3.
Yeah, just because they'll all be different, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand Amina's her explorations and the reason why she's getting into this stuff, because you can do so much with it, really. Yeah, so do any of you guys, is there any, other than doing Trish Burr's, which is all needle painting, do any of you guys have any keen interest on learning some new techniques, like the black work would be one? I don't know if everybody's done black work.
I've done black work, but not probably the way I'm supposed to, just kind of probably the wrong way.
Like the backstitching way?
Yeah, I think I'm just more doing backstitching than black work, actually.
I think that's black work.
Is
That
it?
is black work.
Yeah.
I know, but I carry forward like all my threads. So like I don't do it like it's neat so you can see the back and the front are supposed to be the same. Mine is
No,
not.
not necessarily. It depends on what style of black work you're doing.
Okay.
Because I know Tanya's big on, if you're not going to look at the back, it's not like cuffs or clothing, do whatever you want. But if you're
Okay.
doing it for clothing, then you do have to do that running stitch and go back and find your pathways. But
Okay.
if you're doing it like sketching, like she does with her elephant, where it's used as like a sketching technique, you don't have to worry about the back.
Okay.
It's the same with Elizabeth Almond. If you go to her site, she has a wonderful freebies library, and go really deep, because she's got, like, there's Save the Stitches, there's a box of treasures or box of chocolates. She does all these stitch alongs, and there's many parts, many parts.
What's her first name?
Elizabeth Almond, and it's called, her site's, I think, Save the Stitches.
No, it's Blackwork Journey.
Oh, Blackwork Journey, sorry. Save the Stitches is one of her things.
Yeah, one of her
Blackwork
designs.
Journey.
Yeah.
Black work.
Yeah, because that's the black work we did as a correspondence class. And then if you
Oh,
look
is
at
that
the back-
one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't done mine yet, so.
Yeah, that would be a perfect page in a journal. Look at that.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yes.
thinking of doing mine as like applique, because I have so many little projects I've done parts of,
Oh, I see.
to pick one fabric and do all the pages and then applique on all the labels and the stitching that I've already done on other colors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm having a similar thought that mine's going to be a scrapbook, because like I said, I've been digging through my stuff, and I've got one-day workshop pieces from Saskatoon and from here, and program pieces, and just put them all together into a kind, basically make it a scrapbook style.
See, my thinking about what I wanted to do is because I don't actually embroider per se. So I was going to try and do my journal as just the different stitches. So like actually have like the stitch, and then beside that actually have something that is made up from that stitch.
Like a sampler.
Yeah, kind of like that, but like just have a stitch on, you know, if it's back stitching, blah, 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 blah. And then you can show how you use it in, so maybe a leaf or something, right? That kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, I
I
don't
have-
embroider lots at all. So,
Like I've got my stuff in a scrapbook,
oh yeah.
and I'm like, well, I should use some of these pieces
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you could do that.
So
For
you're
sure.
done already.
Yeah, she's
Well,
finished.
not
Her
really.
journal's done.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of
so-
doing a sort of a list of all the techniques that I know how to do. Not necessarily new techniques to me, because I really don't need any more. Sort of like I know how to do Brazilian, I know how to do tatting, I know how to do some types of black work, I know how to do cross stitch, I know how to like put something in there, whether it's pre-done or do it for exactly for this purpose. But
That'd be nice. That's a good
Mhm.
I
idea.
have a compilation of techniques.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's almost like a little lookbook, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, look what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a long book.
Mine would be short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought, like for me, I like the black work quite a bit too. And there was one piece I did a long time ago that I wanted to repeat. And I never do things twice in stitching because I'm not going to live long enough to do things more than once with my stash and stuff. So I thought, well, that one I wouldn't mind redoing because it
Oh,
was a
interesting.
really sweet little piece. And it's actually made of, that's the Pond Life. That's
Oh.
with almond. And it's
Okay.
it's very small. It's only about 3 or 4 inches round, and it's a black work and cross stitch. And it's like there's little bulrushes and frogs and lily pads. It's really cute.
It's really, really cute.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind doing that one again. That was my very first black work piece that I'd ever done. So I wouldn't mind having a second go at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind learning black work. I've done part of the one that we were supposed to do on that sampler. What was that called? I haven't done it. I haven't finished it.
Oh, that's
The
the
wood sampler from like 2017.
Yeah,
Hardanger one, right?
the what?
Are you thinking the Hardanger one from?
No, the black work. It was
Oh.
black work in one. Was it Autumn Sampler?
Oh, the
The
autumn.
Autumn Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, the Autumn Garden.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Sabrina? What are you thinking about?
I was on mute. I'm thinking of doing scrapbook style. I mean, I've got some projects that I've started that I know I'm never going to finish, and like it'd be a good little like sampler to put in there. And like, I don't know, I don't have that many finished projects either, so it's going to be a combination of things of whatever the heck I feel like doing a page out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas about if you see sites that are cool or free things or tutorials, send the link out to everybody or send it to me and I'll add it into emails. And or you could also create your own reference document in our Google Drive. I've started my own, and the Blackwork Journeys in there. I have I think about a page and a half or 2 pages of just different stitching techniques and files that I found that were free.
And where are you posting that?
It's I've created a little Google Drive for us, just specifically for this group. And in one of my emails, I can resend it out if you want. It's linked to it.
Okay.
And you should already all have access. So if you can't get into it, let me know and I can fix that. And I'm also thinking, I was thinking about getting a bit nerdy too, because I found a lady had done a map of Middle Earth. And we were talking about this. I think Sabrina, it was Amy, I think, bought that, right? And so I was thinking about, I'd like to do like the Misty Mountain. And there's also some pretty cool, like Star Wars, and I was on a bunch of different sites.
I was thinking about that. Do you have the books?
No.
What you could do is just photocopy and blow up the map section that you want out of the books, and then make it into an embroidery.
Yeah.
That might be easier than taking a pattern and taking a chunk out of it.
Yeah, so what I did find is I found a drawing online, and I put there's a little documents or patterns folder in that Google Drive too, and I popped 2 in there, 2 images. So I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff in there. You can look at it if you want to or not. And there was another one I was looking at too, and I can't remember which genre it was. Maybe it was a Harry Potter thing. Oh, the Harry Potter Marauders map. That's what it was. And I found it's an embroidery. It's not a cross stitch. And they had the little footprints in it, Mischief Made or something like that. It anyway had a little saying on it. It was quite cute. There's a couple little ideas, right? And that kind of reflects
I put a
Sorry, I can't hear.
So I put a document in that Google Drive folder that Lisa created, and it's just called Rachel's Journal Ideas. And I was just basically spewing ideas because I had so many of them rattling around in my head. So if any of you are stuck for ideas, you can go look. Included in that document, I said something about doing black work, and I included a link to for those of you who took the Blackboard coloring book class with me, I included the link to where I found all of the fill patterns for that. In addition to the one that we were using during that class, that person has actually released a second book full of fill patterns. So if you want to go down the Blackwork rabbit hole, there's lots there. And I think I included a link to something else there as well. And I can't remember offhand. I'll have to quickly go look. And the other thing I wanted to mention is on Friday, I believe, Trish Burr posted her first stitch along thing, and she walked you through how she created her drawings to do needle painting. So if you wanted to do your own pictures for needle painting, she walks you through her process for doing that.
Mm-hmm. And that's on her website?
That's on her website.
Okay. Thanks.
I've actually posted that in the folder in that Google Drive. There's Trish Burr. So I put part 12, and then I put a folder in for part 12. And then I put another folder for part 1 or week 1. And I put all the patterns are in there, and her stitch guide's in there. And I copied her whole blog post.
Wow.
And all the links are live, so you can actually go click in the links. And I've
perfect
downloaded her thread guide and everything. So it's all in there too. So you don't.
She included videos for like how she uses her software and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's Corel, Corel I think she uses.
Yeah, Corel.
That's what she said. Yeah.
But if you know how to use Adobe Illustrator or something similar, I'm pretty sure you can translate the steps.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you guys know how to use Illustrator or Corel?
No.
That would be something that I would like to learn.
Like 20 years ago, but not the current version.
Yeah, because I think that would be something I need to take a computer class now to learn how to transfer or figure it out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be something, down the road to look at as well. Do any of you guys?
So how long is, so this course is what? Tell me I don't have to have something done in a week.
Oh God.
Please don't tell me that.
We have no real timeline for this. It's sort of as we go.
Like a whole year, it would be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking
perfect.
Or maybe it could be even longer, really, because it's a no stress.
Oh, thank God.
Just something to sort of keep in the back of your mind when you're doing projects, or you run across something, say, hey, this would be a good journal item. The Trish Burr one, I think you could do more like that one is more like you have a beginning and almost end now. So you could work at your own pace if you're going to do Trish's book.
Right.
But like for me, I've got the gold work, which goes to November, and then the Trish book, which I can do the pages, prepare it, and then just kit it, and then work on it as if I'm on a holiday, I can do
Yeah, exactly.
They're small enough that you can do little bits. So I was going through I talked a little bit about this in my one video, the instructions on how to assemble a book.
Right.
But it talks in here about what size your pages need to be and how to prepare the pages for stitching. And she talks about it in her part 1 of week 1 of the 12 project as well.
Mm-hmm.
So basically you have to wash and iron your fabric, and then your pages are 13.5 by 10 inches. And that's a double page. So for her book, you need 6. 13.
Okay, because you're going to do one on each side?
Yeah. So because it's a book, you have to pay attention to the layout, right? So you have to go to the last page, which is really good. You actually don't stitch in order. You stitch.
Oh, right, of course.
Book, right? When you bind a book, the pages have to be a certain way. So you're 1 and 20 are here, and it goes through, right? So when you assemble or when you stitch your book, you just have to make sure you're stitching the right parts on the right section. And it probably doesn't matter so much, but if you decide to, I was thinking about adding a story or quotes or whatever to the page. I was thinking, maybe even Potter or whatever, and then making it into like a little storybook almost. And I do that. And I got that idea because I like the way that she drew the embroidery journal on the front.
Oh, okay.
kind of neat the way she did that. So I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool to actually have something written on the pages,
Right.
you know, or
Good idea.
other embellishments or whatever, right?
Yeah, because I'm sure we all have like a bajillion embellishments at home that we can put
Oh,
on
yeah.
things.
Yeah, the embellishments. It's like I've got buttons, I've got bows, I've got ribbons, I've got all sorts.
Exactly. Too much stuff.
Yeah, that's part of the fun, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can put on like, you know, because I belong to some of these like positive website or Facebook, and they sometimes just have really cool sayings on them. So I think I might hunt through some of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say as
Very
well,
cool.
that old Christmas tree ornaments can be like broken apart to get the embellishments off of it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Because then you
Yeah,
go
that's kinda
see it's
cool.
sort of like a memory book as well.
right.
Well, I just had a thought that if people have a whole bunch that they want to share, maybe we could gather them up and put them on a table at the next meeting. If we have some that we want to share, or we have too many, or we can swap
Mm-hmm.
at the next meeting.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a bunch of stuff, so I'll bring my fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice that Trish does not. She said in her, I think in her last blog post regarding part 12, she doesn't use any interfacing on her stitching. She stitches right on cotton. So you
Okay.
won't- I mean, so if you wanted to reinforce it because you're not sure what you're doing, I would just get that iron-on interfacing. So who's
Right.
who's doing the Apple project? Yeah.
Yes, that interface is awesome.
So that interfacing is maybe something we need to look at finding a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Hand sells it, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
Fabricland has Pellon. You can order it online.
Okay.
Yeah, just I'm
It's called
sure that the other quilt stores have variety. I don't know whether they'd have that specific number,
Yeah.
but they sell a lot of Pellon too. So
So it's just a lightweight
It's really
Lightweight.
interfacing, right?
yeah,
That's all it is. Let me check my stash. I might have some.
I have a variety of it, but it's way lighter
Is it
than that. So I'd
And what size
probably
is
be
it that we're
using
supposed to
that.
use?
Well, you'd be doing a piece about, like the finished book is, or the page would be about 4 inches by 4.5 inches times 2, so 8 by 8. So 8 by 8 inch pieces times 6. Yes. Times 6 plus what you would need for your
The front and the
front and your back
Cover.
too.
Yeah.
So you might,
Unless, of course, you're doing your own size and doing a Minas style.
yeah. So,
So
again,
there
like,
you have two options.
yeah.
Oh, now it's complicated.
I
Just
know.
pick one. Just pick one.
Well, that's what I was having trouble with. I'm like, well, where do you start, right? So that's,
Exactly.
I thought, well, I'm going to start with Amina style because that was easy because it was easy to cut the page to fit. And I already knew it was going to go on it. So I've
Very
got
good.
at least 4 pages of that. So
Bloody hell.
gold work pages. It's going to be brutal getting there, but especially after today with that gold thread, man.
Yeah. Oh God.
Underside coaching, not my favorite.
I need to retire. I don't have enough time to work.
Here,
Well,
here.
Lisa's retirement is not doing anybody's whip list any favors.
No.
Apparently, because they keep making new projects. Like,
Well, you know, that's what happens when you think about things at 2 a.m. and you kind of go, hey, it'd be cool.
I do that too, but it's my work, and I'm like, oh, when I go in, I have to do this, this, and this.
I don't have that
I
problem.
think I like your idea better.
Yeah. Yeah. I worry about what am I going to do today stitching wise. It's like, okay, well, I need to have a plan. I plan.
You know, they frown upon you doing stitching at work. It's
Really?
so
I don't get that.
right.
Oh.
I mean, it's good for my mental health. Don't they understand this?
Yeah. They
It's
should.
pretty hard for me to stitch and stock shelves at the same time.
No, you get your peeps to stock shelves. You just watch them while you're stitching.
I go over big.
You understand delegation.
Yes.
I find
do it all the time.
teleconferences are great for stitching.
Supervision.
I
Oh,
know. Oh,
telephone.
and supervision. I do supervision for an hour with 5 staff. That's 5 hours of stitching potentially here.
Yeah.
I might have to up the number of times they do supervision with me now.
Yeah.
Could be once a week. Oh,
Yeah, no, it's been fun. That's really all I wanted to talk about, to see what was
Mhm.
everybody was kind of thinking about their journals. And yeah, so next meeting, if you're there, bring stuff that we can do some swapping. I'll bring the fabric. I'll check to see if I have interfacing. I might, and I
I know I have a big tub of interfacing too, so maybe I can try and see if I have some too that's light enough.
yeah, and I've got a lot of linens and stuff that I probably will never use, that are weird colors that I picked up on, like at Sylvan Lake. There was a lady selling stuff, so I bought some weird colors.
Okay.
There's that kind of stuff. So, but if it moves you, you may as well take it. And and that's the other thing too with the other journal I was thinking about. It doesn't matter. Like if I do it Amina style, I can use any fabric for any page. I don't have to stay with linen. I don't have to have like crewel twill. I don't have to. I can use whatever I want.
Mhm.
Every page can be different, right? And then like she has a blue book that I kind of liked, because one was done in the blue tones,
Mhm.
and I quite like that. So some of the linens and stuff I have in here are natural, and I've got some Wedgwoody kind of colors and maybe some creamy bits and stuff. So we'll see.
Oh yeah.
So a tiny bit of house business, back to business, just briefly.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you guys okay with me just firing out emails, random here and there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you send it to my Gmail account though, not my work one? Because I keep getting all my emails to my work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have that one too.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I'll just switch it. I wasn't sure which one, like if you look at both of them or if you prefer one or the other.
Yeah, no, I prefer my home one, just because all of a sudden I'll be sitting there and Lisa will come up and I'm like, oh, apparently I have something to do tonight.
Something more interesting. What's going on?
Well, it's certainly more interesting than work, trust me. Except it just gets lost in the 30,000. Like literally I can go to a meeting and by the time I get back, I have 56 emails.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Like it's everybody emails for everything now. And then they have to attach every single response to every single email. So you can get like 12 or 14 emails for one subject.
All the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, people. I don't care if you all respond. Just stop it. It's insane.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep firing emails out, and then I'll do
Perfect.
videos here and there
Okay.
as it moves me. And then if you guys want to create your own
Yeah.
folders, and you can put stuff in. If you want to create a document and have a brain dump, do that for ideas.
Perfect. Okay.
And feel free to look at anything that I put in there. It's all, I mean, with the exception of copyright stuff. So that would be the only, if you've bought something, don't. But if it's a free thing, then it's, or, found on the internet, then that's okay.
Sure.
Okay.
And if we want to be ultimately courteous to the designers and stuff like that, providing a link is sometimes better than flopping the file in
Right.
the folder, so that people have to go get the file themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That sounds
I was thinking about that too. That's why I created that document with all of the links on it.
perfect.
And I thought, well, there's stuff that I know I want to do, so I'll put the files in there that I'm actually possibly going to work on.
Okay.
Well, thank you for doing that, Lisa.
Sounds great. Yeah. God, that sounds like a lot of work. So thank you.
Well, it didn't take long to set up, and now that it's there, it can just build, and then it can become a guild resource
Oh yeah, for
at some
sure.
point too, right? So for future use, if people are looking for stuff, it's a kind of a nice thing to have, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm making a total side note. I'm trying to make a pom-pom for my bear. So this is inside of a roll of doggy bag, poop bags.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Size. So I'll let you know how that turns out.
Yeah.
I've decided that my pom-pom making abilities are not that great right now. Either pom-pom on my other bear that I made, they're terrible. So I'm trying.
I'm gonna go with fringe.
The fringe is good. I like the fringe. I was thinking even doing like a tassel kind of thing,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you could do that instead.
Castles are way easier than tiny pom-poms.
Yeah.
Yeah, tiny pom-poms suck.
Oh yeah, pom-poms and I don't get along. Sort of like zippers.
Okay,
I think they talk.
somewhere. I'm all about the buying.
Well, I've got some beautiful yarn I want to use, so
Oh,
that
very
should be
nice.
fun.
Yeah, true enough.
All right. Well, are you guys okay if we end? I'm going to
Yeah.
stop recording anyway. If we want to continue to
Okay.
chat, we can. Let me see if I can do
No,
that.
I got something else I got to do. So thank you guys.